You were very eloquent on the way you defended Hillary Clinton, on who she was when it comes down to politics. Are you still close to that family?
I'm not.
Okay. So who do you think between the two was a better politician? You think Bill's the better politician? Do you think Hillary's the better politician?
I don't think Hillary was a particularly good politician.
Okay, so she's a better strategist, you would say. She's more strategic, power.
She is a classic blooming where she's potted kind of public official.
Yeah.
Everything that she has been given to do. I watched her, as a rookie elected official come into New York and become an amazing senator. I watched her at Secretary of State be like she blooms where she's potted. She knows government well. She's smart as a very, very smart person.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that it's hard. I think it was hard for her to get her sea legs, being the first woman candidate of a major party. I think it was hard for her to get her sea legs in the framing of Bill Clinton's wife. I think it was a lot of things, a lot of challenge she faced that you and I would not face on the campaign.
Do you think she's a good person?
I do.
Okay. So, when we, announced the fact that we're interviewing you, we kind of crowdsource with the audience, what questions do you want to ask? And then our research team will go and say, hey, is there any credibility to this or not? And then we don't waste our time. So, hey, we're having Anthony Weiner on. Great. So you have to ask him about Frazzle Drip. Go look it up. Oh, this video is a deep fake. No, any credibility to it on what happened with Hillary Clinton, Huma, and all this stuff? Nope, we're not going to ask him about that because I don't yet see a real source. A lot of it was stuff that, conspiracy, all this stuff that's being said. We're not going there. Yeah, you need to ask him about Pizzagate, because that's exactly what's going on with kids. Yeah, no, we're not going there. That's not something we're going to be asking him about. Yeah, you need to ask him about this, and you need to ask him about this. I said, okay. All of these things that they said we have to ask you about. To be fair, it's Bill Clinton officiated your wedding with Huma, your wife, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
So you've been very close, and your wife, is it still wife or is it ex-wife? I think it's separated since 2017, right?
We're separated. We co-parent Jordan, but we're separated.
Okay. And, she was a right-hand person to Hillary Clinton in 2016 while the scandal was taking place.
For years before that, she was with Hillary for, she's 20 years.
And the whole thing with the life insurance, the email, 650,000, the one folder with the word life insurance and the files that are in there. So the next thing that people said you got to ask him is the following. So, Rob, if you can pull up this story, I'm not going to buy into this one. Well, 9 out of 12 cops, NYPD, who saw the email and saw what was in that laptop, committed suicide. And it was, 7 of them since June, and it was the most ever that this took place. And these are the men that committed suicide. So then we went and looked it up, and we're like, no, they did commit suicide, but it wasn't linked directly to seeing the laptop or the intel there. No problem. So again, no credibility there. So there's no reason to ask you the question about the 9 out of 12 cops that saw it in NYPD.
You shouldn't even be listing them and giving it oxygen.
No, my job is to listen because I like to read.
No, list them. You shouldn't be listing these things.
Well,
these things
it is what it is.
Destructive. People have actually had violence done over these things.
These are conspiracy theories that
all
some
that have
people,
books about them, though.
Right.
I wouldn't
but the one
recommend
thing that we did look up that wasn't a conspiracy theory was the following. And this is the one that's kind of weird. And first thing I ask myself is, how the hell is our guy here, Anthony Weiner, still alive? What do you mean by that? Well, when you go through the list of people that have been close to Hillary Clinton and the Clintons and the Deadpool, this is not a conspiracy. You got the names of James McDougal, okay, Clinton's convicted Whitewater partner, died of an apparent heart attack. Mary Mahoney, a former White House intern, was murdered July 1997 at a Starbucks coffee shop in Georgetown.
Ron Brown, he died in a plane crash.
Vince Foster Vince Foster was the next one. By the way, the James Dougal was a key witness in a key Ken Starr investigation.
Ron Brown was in a plane crash. Why is he on the list?
Ron Brown is another one, but there was a close person to this. Victor Razor. You got Paul Tooley, Ed Woolley.
Wait a minute. You're reading a list of people that Bill and Hillary Clinton knew. They're 80. They're 70-something years old.
I'm asking you this question. I'm asking you this question and an answer at the end. So you got Jerry Parks, Jane Bunch, James Wilson, Kathy Ferguson, Bill Shelton, Candy Bow, Florence Martin, Susan Coleman, Paula Grober, Danny Casolero, Paula Wilker, John Parnell Walker, Barbara Weiss. We should verify this yourself because you're running a radio show. You should look it up.
Charles
Meisner, Dr. Stanley Hurd, Barry Beal, Barry Seal, Johnny Lawhorn,
Can you read me the URL you're reading? Can you read me the URL you're reading?
We'll send you the most credible source you can look it up.
Know what you're reading.
We'll put the link below. We'll put the link below.
Just tell me so I know what I'm responding to.
Herschel Friday, Kevin Ivey, Dan Henry, Keith Coney, And these were part of the Ivy Henry case. Keith McCaskill.
What's the Ivy Henry case?
You can look it up. Ivy Henry case. So Gregory Collins, Jeff Rhodes, James Milland, Richard Winter, and then you got the close bodyguards, Major
Chemsick
William
at the bottom.
Barkley, Captain Scott Reynolds, Brian Hanley, Tim Sable,
What
General William
you don't
Robertson,
even know what you're
William
reading a list of. How is this? How is
Densberger,
this
Robert
helpful?
Kelly, Colonel Gary Rhodes, Steve Wills, Robert Williams, Conway
Is this gonna
LeBlue,
be-
Todd
is this gonna
McKeon.
be
I'm
included
done.
in the show?
It's 46 names. And
Of what?
when
Can
I-
you read
when
me
I-
the list? Can
when
you
I-
read me the URL so
when
I know what you read a list of
when
before I answer any
finish,
questions
when I
about it?
finish this, when I finish this, stillindthestorm.com. You can look it up.
Still
So
in the storm.com.
you can
This
look
is
it
your
up.
big moment, guys.
Yeah, so you can go. And by the way,
ads about chemtrails at the end of it.
He hasn't even asked the question.
by the
He's
way-
just reading the article.
He's reading a list of names.
So-
He hasn't even asked the
Asking to me-
question. It's a list.
the fact that you're getting nervous is an answer.
It's not
okay?
nervous. This stuff
Let
makes
me
me
wrap
sick
it.
when you repeat
Exactly, it
these
makes us sick as
ridiculous-
well. It also makes us
obviously
sick.
doesn't. It
Of course,
obviously
because
doesn't.
the establishment makes
you
us
start
sick.
the question by reading a list of well-founded
Your reaction is an answer.
conspiracy. I know these things make me sick, and people
Your
have gotten
reaction
killed.
is
over
an
it.
answer.
Someone went into a pizza parlor in
Yes.
Washington because they believe this shit, and you're
Your-
making an echo
Your
chamber. out of it.
reaction is an answer. So let me go to it here now.
No.
So-
Your
Your reaction
You're not
is
going to
an
read a list.
answer.
Yeah, my reaction is my reaction.
Yeah,
Can you
exactly.
tell me what that list, in your view,
You
what-
haven't allowed me to finish. If you allow me to finish the
because you're
question,
reading 46
then you
random
can
names
do
off the internet
whatever you
of
want.
some fucking insane website.
I love your answer
and
because
these people who you don't even know who they are, you're reading them on a list of something, making some kind of as if it's somehow suspicious. You don't even know who these human beings are, who have families, who are like out there, and now
I'll
you,
spend
and
the
you're
next
reading.
2 hours with you, one by one, explaining
Fine.
each of these individuals are if you want to do
fine.
that.
How about you pick one? Pick one and tell me who he was and what his story was.
Tom.
No, not you. You were asking me the question. Pick one name
I
and
will.
then tell me.
Pull up Vince Foster if you want.
No,
Go-
Vince
go-
Foster, that suicide has been investigated 50 times. Pull
Yeah.
out one of the obscure names you pulled.
Yeah,
Why did you pull Ron Brown? Here, let me read Ron Brown. Ron Brown, a Commerce Secretary who a plane crashed while he was on a humanitarian mission, crashed into the side of a mountain. So what do you want to know about Ron Brown? What do you want to know about Ron Brown?
Can you let me ask the question?
No, listen, this
Wait,
is a
can you-
conversation.
No.
We're having a conversation.
I'm sorry. I'm the host. You invite
Yeah.
me to your podcast. You get to ask the question. I'm the host.
Listen, well,
I'm going to ask you the question. You haven't let me answer the question.
I didn't see the
Your
rule book.
reaction is already an
I
answer.
know. I am infuriated by people
I
who drag
understand
other
why
people's
you would
names
be.
who are powerless. You're not powerless.
Hillary Clinton is
I'm not-
powerless?
No, these people.
Hillary Clinton is
These
powerless.
people.
That's the problem.
These people.
Hillary's the problem.
You read a
The
list of people
the
because you have the
establishment
power to
people.
do it.
I don't-
People who do that are
I have
bullies,
the
and
power
I
to
don't
do-
appreciate bullies.
I have the power to do what?
You do. To read a
do
list
what?
of some
I have the power
stranger's
to
names.
use the DOJ and other things to control
That's
and hide
not
things?
DOJ.
Yeah.
DOJ
Let me-
didn't make this
let
list.
me finish up
Some
my question.
jackass made a list in his
You have
basement.
the right to
You're reading their
answer.
names as if they're incriminating
You
in
have
some
the
way.
right to
That's
answer.
bullying, and
You
I don't
have-
appreciate. And
you have
I
the-
stand up against bullies.
Please do so.
He hasn't even asked the question yet,
He's
Anthony.
reading a list and he's refused. And now he says, "Let's move on."
No.
Because I set your answer
Nobody
already.
has said move
He
on.
hasn't
You're
even asked the
panicking.
question. I don't even know what the question is.
Yeah.
Pick a name.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Reading
And you get
a
to
list
answer
of people who
or not
probably
answer.
And there are some of those people that had military titles in front of them, and you're
Exactly.
dragging their
That's
name.
even
through,
the point.
You're dragging their name
That's
through
even the
and
point.
You should be ashamed
because
of yourself.
their families would want to know.
Because you've got a podcast.
Some of their
you can
families
read
would want to know.
some conspiracy theory podcast, some conspiracy theory that 9
I
people read.
got you.
You find some guy that comes in, and then
Congratulations, buddy.
you go from Ron Brown to some obscure officer
Yes.
that used to protect Bill Clinton, who passed away. May he rest in peace for his
May
service.
all of them rest
and
in peace.
you are dragging them into some
May
wacky
all of them
conspiracy
rest
theory.
in peace. May all of them rest in peace. So here's the question for you. Because millions of people are not convinced Hillary Clinton is a good
Again,
person.
with the other people. Millions
including
of people.
myself. If you want to do that, I'm not
put the questions
I'm not
in your
worried
own.
about.
Don't
ask
try
the
to make
question.
it about some bozo who put up a website. Put in your own words.
Here's a question for you, Guy. It's a very simple question for you. So, how is it when you think about other candidates? Okay, everybody has a stereotype. You have a reputation, whether you like it or not. What's your reputation? Your reputation is you like to text underage girls, and you like to talk to girls, and you sex sending pictures of your dangling. That's your reputation. Whatever you do, you can't do anything about it. Adam has a reputation. Adam is a playboy in Miami.
better get back to that list of strangers you read a
trust
list
me,
of.
I'm getting back to it. Tom's got a reputation. His reputation is a man who
And right now,
loves
your
his wife.
reputation is listing
And-
strangers
and
who served in the military and dragging their name
I
through the
have a
dirt.
reputation to ask tough questions and piss some people like you off. That's my
including
reputation.
including dead people who I'm going to stand up for.
Oh, trust me, we are standing up for them more than you are standing up for them.
Let's see. You better get back to that list
my
because we're going to
question-
clear some people's
my
names
qu-
today.
My question for you is, how is it that in the last 50 years, we don't have a single candidate. Everybody has their own. Hey, John F. K. was a playboy with Marilyn Monroe. Trump, Karen McDougal, Stormy Daniels. You know, George Bush linked to 9/11 and weapons of mass destruction. Bill Clinton linked to Arkansas women, all this others. Everybody has a reputation. How is it that the reputation that follows them as people close to them die? Why is that a story that many people believe in? Why is that?
Are the Clintons in their 70s yet? You don't think I can make a list of other people who are 70-something years old and say this person died, that person died, this person died? Hold on.
How come they haven't done that with Bush? He's in the same age.
I have no freaking idea why they haven't.
How come they haven't done that with Trump?
So are you saying, so you agree with what I'm saying?
How come they haven't done that with Reagan?
So
how come they haven't done that with Kerry?
What point are you making about these men and women who you listed?
How is it so many people close to them die? How is it so many people close to them
everybody dies?
How is
are you
so
suggesting? Okay.
I'm asking the question.
You're asking a bizarre question.
Exactly.
Did people die?
You off.
Did people die? No. What pisses me off, and I'm going to say this again because you apparently are not listening to me. You read a list of people off an obscure website of conspiracy theory, taking a Venn diagram of everyone that ever worked in the orbit of someone who served in public life for 50 years, and you listed them, including people in the military, including strangers you could not pull out of, and you are implying that there's something nefarious. Let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought.
Please do so, because I got another source coming in here for you.
You're implying both with the question and with the website. The website says it explicitly. You're implying it. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
You're implying that something.
You are implying until he's done. Go for it.
You are implying that something nefarious is afoot both with the question and with the list. Hillary Clinton, she's a big girl. I'm a big boy. You're a big boy. The people that you just listed.
They're all.
Listen to me. No, these are obscure people that you could not pull out.
You're a great politician, buddy.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Fantastic.
You know what? You are the classic bully. You list someone's name, and are you going to go back and clarify it? Are you going to go clarify?
You know what
the qualities of your
personality is. You want to really know that.
Ad hominem attack on me is going to somehow clear that person's name?
There isn't anybody at this table that's a bigger bully than you.
I tell you. Oh, yeah? You just listed some stranger with PFC.
Very good, deceptive way of pinning. Good for you guys.
You're reading some.
Good for you.
You're reading a conspiracy website.
Good for you.
Some people say. Some people say.
Look at the
Wikipedia fucking website.
Just sent to you. Pull up the Wikipedia. Is Wikipedia a conspiracy website?
You want to take?
No.
You want to take a run at me? Bring it all day, pal.
Hey,
bring it all day.
Sweetheart.
Take a run.
Clinton body count.
Conspiracy theory. Right at the top. Wait, can I throw a mic I can drop? Conspiracy right at the top.
What's the point with that?
The point is conspiracy theories are by their very definition unsubstantiated.
How come other people don't have this conspiracy theory? How come Reagan doesn't have this conspiracy theory?
Oh, wait a minute.
How come Bush doesn't have this conspiracy theory?
On the PDB podcast,
how come John Kerry doesn't have this conspiracy theory?
Oh, wow, really?
Why do they, though? Some of the stereotypes are true. Like, you have some reputation. It's true, some of it. Some of the stuff they say about other people is true.
That's not a stereotype. That's a made-up story about strangers.
How come others don't have that made-up story?
People have it all the time. Look at the internet.
Give me another body count with another president or candidate. Give me another person.
Do you really think that someone within the...
Do me a favor and pull up another Barack Obama body count.
Do you really think... Oh, why don't you go to Barack Obama, not born in this country? By the way, where was that podcast? Did you guys do that one?
No. That's never anything we discussed.
Oh, why? Oh, come on. Some people say it.
Anthony,
there's a Wikipedia thing on it. Huh. These people are strangers that you just read a list of, and I think out of deference to them...
You're a dark human being, guy. You're pretty dark.
Pal. Settle down.
No. You're pretty dark to take the angle you did.
Listen to me. Talking topless now.
Oh, okay.
You should cut that list out of those people.
Absolutely.
We can still have the argument. You and I are big boys. Cut that list out.
I'm not going to be cutting that list because the world needs... Right. Here's what everybody needs to...
the world needs... That poor person's family that you can't even name.
Exactly. That some people say... What does it matter now? They're dead.
Some people say.
What does it matter now? They're dead. Can you play that clip again?
Famous podcast host says some people say.
Play that clip again. What does it matter now? What does it matter now?
These people.
What does it matter now?
Change the subject all you want. Anyone who read that list is still waiting for you to come back on this and apologize to those people.
Do you realize why some people...
Apologize to those people.
Do you realize why some people...
You should apologize to those people.
Why do you keep saying that? What does he need to apologize about?
Listing those people on some obscure website as if something about their death was shrouded in some kind of a mystery, dishonors
This
their
is-
memory. Now,
this is
if you are Hillary Clinton
Fantastic.
if you are Hillary Clinton or Anthony Weiner, that
Yeah.
may sound fine. If you are some
Make it
person,
bigger, please.
if you are some person who has one of these jackasses on the internet showing up
Yeah.
at their doorstep
Yeah.
saying, "Tell me about the
Make
death
it
of your father,"
bigger.
how did Hillary Clinton? We had someone walk into a pizzeria in Washington with a gun because of assholes like this.
I've heard that phrase before by other people. Play it again. Play it again. I've heard this phrase a
By the
couple
way,
times.
what's the whole Benghazi? Let's get the whole
With all
Benghazi.
due respect,
No, it's the phrase.
The fact is, we had
No,
4
let's watch the
dead
Benghazi.
Americans. Was it
It's the
because
phrase.
of a protest, or was it because of
You got a
guys
good
out for a
script.
walk
You
one night and
disagree with
decided to
this?
go kill some Americans?
disagree with her
Listen
point
to
here?
the script.
Difference at
Play
this
that again.
point
Play that
doesn't
three
You
times.
disagree with this
Play
point?
that from the 10-second mark, not
Yeah,
from
yeah,
that
yeah.
mark.
Play it from the 1 second mark so we really get
right
context.
there, right there. Go play it right
Play
there.
it from the 1/10
Go
of a
ahead.
Kill some
second mark.
Americans. What difference at this point does it
Yeah,
make?
that's what you
Yeah,
sound
but
like.
let's hear it.
What a script.
Let's
You're
hear.
duplicating it very well.
Let's hear.
You're
Let's hear.
duplicating
By
that
the way,
script
do you
very well.
disagree with her point?
Of course I do.
You do?
Of course
that
I
it
do.
matters whether it was a protest that came
course
from Libya to that family.
Do you know-
to that family? And by the way, do you know why she cleaned the Republicans' clock in that hearing? Because she talked about how many
Clean
times
the clock? She
Yeah.
ain't a president, guy. That's cleaning the clock. The American people cleaned her clock.
No, in the Benghazi hearing.
Yeah.
Focus.
Why do you think she's not a president?
Focus.
Why do you
The
think she's not a
Benghazi
president?
hearing.
The
Focus.
American people
You bring
cleaned
up
her
a
clock.
clip and then you want to change it to 2000. Let's talk about that clip
what
for a
she
second.
did to the Republicans. So going back to it, here's what you're doing right now, which is fantastic. You just
don't
influenced
believe that, do
a
you?
lot of people to go do their own due diligence. You just influence a lot of
you
people
can
to go do their own due
you
diligence.
can find
Go
utter
do it.
dirt. No, you did
Find
that,
out
pal.
for yourself. No,
I saw what you did by listing the conspiracy theories you're not going to ask about.
I'm not
I
gonna
saw
ask
what you
about
did.
those things.
I'm sorry, that was dishonorable.
Yeah, that's which part's dishonorable?
The list of conspiracy theory you know is bullshit, but still putting
Yeah,
it out
but
there.
This thing, there's a lot of
I think
credibility sources
people
behind
want
this.
bullshit. It's not true. Look at what you had to cite. Cite any media that you would ever read in your day-to-day life for that. Cite
Yeah.
anything. Go call one of those people.
still
Have
can't
one of-
answer the question,
Have
can
one
you?
of your No, you make a point now. I'm responding to it. Have one of your producers call up one of those families and tell them if they want to be listed in one of these conspiracy podcasts.
You're so sweet for saying that. You're so sweet for playing this deceptive game. I got to tell you from watching you for
Have
the
you
last.
do that?
I got to tell you.
I know
from
this is not what you're used to, man. I'm sorry. It's funny. I texted with someone. Should I give them what they're used to, or should I, whatever? And they said just whatever.
You know
moves
how I
in
knew
the
who you
moment.
were the moment you walked here. You know how I knew who you,
You don't
were
like
when you
me because
walked
I
in here?
disagree with you,
Let
man.
me tell you.
We
no,
have
no,
too much of this
No,
in
no, no.
pop.
Let me tell you who you are, guy.
Media-
Here's who you are.
this is good media. You're getting good content.
This is who you are. You walk up here and you said, "What's your name?"
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
No. You said, "What's your name?" And then you say, "I call my friends to say, should I give these guys this?" You know the name, you know the show, but you're
No.
the typical
I was
elitist,
trying to find if
arrogant
you use your whole
guy
first
that's
name.
Like, hey, so it's like the
I
player, but like,
apologize.
what's your name?
I
Because
apologize.
you're above everybody
No,
else
no,
as
no,
an
I-
elitist.
I
You
apologize.
position yourself as an
I
elitist
didn't
from
know
the
if
first
you
second,
used-
and I was willing to give you a fair shake.
I apologize.
You walked off as an asshole, and
No.
that's what you're
I
getting.
apologize. I
Yeah.
apologize. I didn't know if you used the shortened version of your name. I should have researched that and
No,
listened
you
to how
didn't
other
say
people do
that.
it.
You said, "What's your name?"
I know, but to see if you would give me a hint about what
No,
you said.
and then
People
when
do
I
it with
said,
me when
no,
I
no,
do Tony or
I got
Anthony.
a good memory
I
like you do,
apologize.
guy. You said,
I
"What's your name?"
apologize.
I said Patrick. Then you ask, "Do you prefer Pat or Patrick?" If you
I
knew
was
my
trying
name
to
is
be-
Patrick, you would have eliminated one of the questions and you would have asked. So the point is, and by the way,
I was
here's
hoping
the part.
you'd identify yourself.
I identify
You're
myself
right. I
as a
apologize.
male, as a father, as an entrepreneur.
I
But to
apologize.
go back to your question.
I apologize. Do you accept my amends?
From
I apologize.
Sure, I respect
I
the game.
apologize for that.
But the point I'm making to you is if you come in like that and I'm asking you a question, you react
You're
the way
reading
you
too
do.
much into it. You're reading too much. I apologize for that. That was socially wrong
Yeah.
of me to do. I was trying to learn whether you go by Pat or Patrick. I apologize. I could have asked one of your I could have asked people. I apologize for that.
Anthony, when
and
you-
I hope you accept my amends for that.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.